News. It's 4 o'clock.
Making headlines at 4 o'clock, at least 5 people are dead after a shooting at a California elementary school. The gunman is also dead. Plus, former Patterson Mayor Joey Torres goes to prison, sentenced today to 5 years and $10,000. And a 60-year ban on games where alcohol is served is finally lifted. Let the games begin in Woodbridge. The news starts right now.
fios1 News, Daytime Edition.
And good afternoon, I'm Brian Webb. Thank you for watching. We'll get to your top stories in just a moment. First, though, a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Addison Green is here with me. Too early to ask about the weekend? It's never too early.
Nah, never too early, because we're always looking forward to the weekend, Brian.
Right.
But we may have Mother Nature planning something we may not like coming our way.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and right to the computer graphics where we can certainly see the temperatures outside now are not too bad. They're trending below average. They're all in the 40s, with the cool spot being towards the Sussex area. And we do see some high-level clouds streaming on in from time to time. But overall, the sky has rather cleared out from the cloudiness that was around earlier on. We do see to our north and west part of Saturday's potential storm making its way in towards the Pacific Northwest, which may help to give us the chance for seeing some scattered to steady rain showers on Saturday. And Sunday, on the back end of it, Brian, we could see some flurries fly around, especially northwestern portions of the state.
Wow, here we go. Well, at least now we know. Thank you, Addison.
You're welcome.
Breaking news into the fios1 newsroom. A series of shootings at multiple locations, including a school in Northern California. At least 5 people are dead, several others wounded. That includes students who were hurt at the Rancho Tehama Elementary School. That is near the town of Red Bluff. Law enforcement is now reporting they have killed the gunman.
It was right about 8 a.m. We had multiple shots fired in Rancho Tehama. That evolved to multiple victims and multiple shots at the school, the elementary school. I am told at this point the suspected shooter is deceased by law enforcement bullets. That's what I'm told. I don't have a list of victims. I don't know how many victims. I know of at least 3 deaths.
So stay with fios1 News for more information on the school shooting in Northern California. A night out to eat turns terrifying in Lawrence Township. Witnesses telling us a man was shot dead inside an Applebee's restaurant last night. Police are still searching for the shooter. Investigators say this happened just after midnight as the restaurant was closing. This is next to the Quaker Bridge Mall. So far, police have not confirmed the death or identified the victim, and no one else was injured. The Jersey City cops accused of assaulting a man after a high-speed chase and fiery crash plead not guilty. 3 current and 1 former officer are facing charges, including attempted murder. Prosecutors say they fired shots during the chase back in June and beat an innocent bystander who was on fire. Their attorneys claim the officers were just doing their jobs. The search is on for a driver in a hit-and-run that sent a pedestrian to the hospital. It happened at the intersection of Polyfly Road and Lodi Street in Hackensack Thursday night. The victim was found in the road with serious injuries and taken to the hospital. No word on his condition. The vehicle is believed to be a 90s-era Buick, Pontiac, or Oldsmobile. It might have front-end damage to the tire. Anyone with information is asked to call the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. The number is 201-226-5595. Former Patterson Mayor Joey Torres is now a convicted felon. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison this morning. An emotional Torres told the judge over and over again he was sorry and regretted his actions. That was just before learning his fate.
And I'm sorry and embarrassed to my family and friends. Reverend clergy who's here today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So Torres will begin his 5-year prison sentence today. He will be eligible for parole in 1 year, but can never hold public office again. Police are looking for 5 suspects believed to be behind hateful ads targeting the mayor-elect of Hoboken, the state's first Sikh mayor, Ravi Bala. As fios1 News has reported, these flyers were distributed in front of the election with Councilman Mike DeFusco's name printed on them. The councilman denies being connected to the ads and confronted Bala at a town council meeting last night. All of it caught on camera.
So I ask you again, please stand with me help me raise money for the fund, offering a reward to find who is responsible for this.
If there comes a time in which whoever did this is apprehended and you are absolved as a campaign and your people next to you, I'd be happy to go ahead and express my remorse.
Councilman DeFusco is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. New plans are taking shape in Sayreville for a massive retail village built on the site of an old paint factory. Developers want to transform the 418-acre property into a waterfront mixed-use space on the Raritan River. The project, named Riverton, will add 1 million square feet of both retail and office space, a marina, 2 hotels, and about 2,000 residential units. Plans have been in the works for decades.
I'm happy that it's going to be an outdoor kind of mall because we don't have a lot of those in Jersey, and I like walking around outside and experiencing everything.
If the plans get approved by all the necessary local and state agencies, officials hope the project will be complete by 2021. New Jersey Transit rail riders, get ready for more schedule changes next year to make way for even more repairs at New York's Penn Station. NJ Transit says the work will mainly impact 5 Northeast Corridor and North Jersey Coast Line trains per day between January 8th and May 28th of 2018. The changes include diverting a coastline train to Hoboken in the morning and evening, while a Northeast Corridor train in the morning and evening will terminate and originate at Newark Penn Station. A 60-year ban on businesses that mix games with alcohol sales is finally over. The proof, a brand new Dave & Buster's is now open in Woodbridge. fios1's Jessica Orban is there.
These cheers and applause are the sounds of a nearly 60-year ban being lifted. The state's first ever Dave & Buster's holding its grand opening Tuesday. The 34,000 square feet restaurant, complete with a game room and bar, is located inside the Woodbridge Mall by Sears and is the first of its kind to open in New Jersey in decades. Game-based establishments that serve alcohol were banned in the state up until now. Teresa Kovarsik, Dave & Buster's general manager, says she has high hopes for the first installment of the chain entertainment restaurant in the state.
Dave & Buster's is just super excited to be a part of New Jersey. I'm super excited to be opening the first one in New Jersey, and we just expect the place to explode. So we're just happy to be here.
And it did explode. More than 150 people came pouring into Dave & Buster's within the first 30 minutes it was open. Ursula Williams was one of them.
We've always gone to New York to enjoy Dave & Buster's. And now we don't have to do that. We can do that here in Jersey. So I'm so happy for Jersey that we have a Dave & Buster's. It's exciting for us.
Williams says the atmosphere is great, but Dave & Buster's brings her family together.
It's something that the whole family can enjoy. We come together. We enjoy the food. We enjoy the fun, the laughs, all the games, the excitement. We watch sports. We're big sports fans. So we love to, enjoy everything together with the family.
Not to mention the games. There are 162 games on the floor here at Dave & Buster's, and more than 100 of them are ticket machines, which means that if you play, you can win anything from a small toy to an iPad. The Woodbridge Mall location is officially Dave & Buster's 103rd. It opens 7 days a week at 11 a.m.
It's about having fun. It's about having family, good food, excitement.
In Woodbridge, Jessica Orban, fios1 News.
A newly discovered video shows what happened in the hours before a Penn State freshman died at a frat party. Up next, how many drinks the young man was given and how it is leading to new charges.
fios1 News is brought to you locally by Inglewood Hospital and Medical Center, your hospital for life.
Here you are pregnant and so concerned about this little baby growing inside of you, and you're talking to a team of people that are telling you, well, if you want to stay alive, you have to put these chemicals in your body.
As hard as chemotherapy was, we always had the reassurance we needed, the positive atmosphere at Englewood, so we knew we were going to get through it.
They saved my life and my baby's life. Because of them, I have a lot to look forward to.
If you've been diagnosed with cancer and are struggling financially, you're not alone. There are millions of Americans who have faced bankruptcy because of cancer. But that doesn't have to be your story. Life Credit Company can help. Through our special program, you can receive a cash advance for up to 50% of your life insurance policy's death benefit, while still preserving coverage for your family. If you have at least $75,000 of life insurance coverage, you may be eligible for our program. Your first step is to contact us and find out if you qualify. Professional counselors are standing by to assist you. Call Life Credit Company today. Now you can catch up on medical bills, pay off your debt, and just stop worrying about money. Call Life Credit Company today or visit us at lifecreditcompany.com. Life Credit Company, getting you the money you need so you can focus on the fight. Call Life Credit Company or visit us at lifecreditcompany.com.
Your morning commute can be a challenge, and the evening rush even worse. fios1 News real-time cutting-edge traffic technology keeps you moving in New Jersey.
Definitely get busy later on.
fios1 News, only on Verizon Fios TV. fios1 News is brought to you by CSBK, home of the innovative Rate Raiser account. Visit csbk.bank for more details.
We can certainly see right here, coming across the Parsippany area, we have scattered clouds with us, getting a little bit of some sun shining on down every now and then, especially as you go further to the west, getting close to the Pennsylvania border. But generally across New Jersey, you can certainly see if in the last few frames right there, just thin level clouds coming on by. High pressure is really trying to take hold of our weather scenario for today and tomorrow. So it's just going to take a little while to clear out the cloud cover. Otherwise, it's mostly cloudy skies across the region. To our north and west, we go out to see where we have part of Saturday's potential storm in sight. This area of low pressure is helping to bring scattered shower activity across western portions of Washington. Eventually, it will swing on over across the northern plains, start to dip down, pick up some moisture off the Gulf of Mexico, and swing up to our areas north and west, bringing that potential for a good amount of rain on Saturday. For the time being, it's cool across the northern tier of the country. We have milder conditions towards the south and west, as well as across the western plains. And sunspots have seen a nice rise in temperatures across the western plains. Us here across New York City Metro, temperatures are on par with where they were 24 hours ago. We'll be seeing the upper 40s come our way for Wednesday. Temperatures rise overnight into the mid-50s by Thursday. Then we're back to around 50 degrees by Friday.
A newly recovered security video is shining a light on the death of a Penn State freshman. It shows he was given at least 18 drinks in less than 90 minutes at a fraternity party just before he died. fios1's Christine Persichetti has the story.
Potential bombshell evidence in the alleged hazing death of Penn State freshman Tim Piazza. On Monday, the district attorney charging 12 more of Piazza's former fraternity brothers with a variety of charges after the FBI recovered deleted video from the night the 19-year-old died.
Missing from the evidence in this case was what really happened downstairs in that dark basement that night. This video is the missing link.
They claimed, we don't know what else happened other than what was seen in the upstairs video. And we don't know what happened in the basement. Guess what, guys? Now we know.
In all, 26 brothers now charged, many facing allegations from reckless endangerment to manslaughter. Police say the students led them to believe a security camera in the fraternity's basement wasn't working and instead allegedly deleted the video. Prosecutors say the now recovered video shows the brothers giving Piazza 18 drinks in less than 90 minutes. That's a drink every 4.5 minutes. At a previous hearing, the court had already seen other video showing Piazza stumble through the house, at one point falling down a flight of stairs. No one in the house called for help for 12 hours. One defense attorney says his client is innocent.
I'm very confident that when we get to litigate these issues in a courtroom, not in a press conference, the charges regarding involuntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, hazing and reckless endangerment, and the other serious charges will be dismissed against Michael Bonatucci.
The parents of Tim Piazza have a warning for other families.
Talk to your children. Tell them not to get involved in this nonsense.
Your life is too important to put it on the line for a brotherhood or a sisterhood. It matters.
Christine Persichetti, fios1 News.
And we'll have more for you after the break. But before we go, make fios1news.com your home for all things breaking news, weather, and sports. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. We'll be right back.
Brought to you locally in part by Modular Homes Factory Direct.
Hi, let's let's go behind the scenes on the filming of Modular Homes Factory Direct on the DIY network. Modular Homes Factory Direct, product and savings fly high with DIY, Self-GC program. DIY brings to reality the Modular Homes Factory Direct experience from delivery and set to completion, saving Mr. and Mrs. Dobbs tens of thousands. You can save thousands of dollars, and you can do it now.
A business loan should be made to measure, customized, balanced, bespoke. At Manasquan Bank, we help local businesses stitch their staying power. We fine-tune every detail so your business can find a loan that fits flawlessly. Handcrafted business loans from Manasquan Bank. Learn more at manasquanbank.com.
The weather can make a mess of your weekday commute and ruin your weekend plans. In New Jersey, there's one place to turn to get your accurate expert forecast. FiOS1 News and our exclusive Weather on the One. See why more and more people get their weather from FiOS1 News. FiOS1 News is sponsored by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealers. Visit MBUSA.com. You're watching FiOS1 News, the one place for what's happening in New Jersey.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions is facing tough questions on Capitol Hill today. The House Judiciary Committee is asking him about the ongoing Russia investigation. But now Sessions is also coming under fire for considering an investigation into the Clinton Foundation. Janae Norman has the latest.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions is back in the hot seat on Capitol Hill.
But I will not accept and reject accusations that I have ever lied.
The House Judiciary Committee looking for answers about Sessions' knowledge of Trump campaign contacts with Russians after testifying last month he wasn't aware of any. That testimony undermined by revelations from the guilty plea of a former Trump campaign advisor, and now nearly overshadowed by news Sessions authorized the Justice Department to consider a special counsel look into allegations regarding Hillary Clinton.
I believe the proper thing for me to do would be to recuse myself from any questions involving those kind of investigations that involve Secretary Clinton that were raised during the campaign, or could be otherwise connected to it.
Despite that pledge during his confirmation hearing, the Justice Department suggested in a letter that prosecutors would examine allegations that donations to the Clinton Foundation influenced a decision by the Obama administration to allow a Russian agency to buy the Nuclear One company. The move comes just days after the president said this.
And all of that dishonesty, they should be looking at a lot of things, and a lot of people are disappointed in the Justice Department, including me. Thank you, everybody.
That was Janae Norman reporting. Lawmakers are expected to demand Donald Trump Jr. explain a series of private Twitter messages between him and WikiLeaks during and after the 2016 election. President Trump's oldest son released the messages after The Atlantic first reported on them Monday, possibly trying to minimize the report. Some of the messages came right around the time that WikiLeaks released stolen emails from the Democrats' campaign, in particular Hillary Clinton's chairman, John Podesta. These documents include requests from WikiLeaks to publicize the new information. The Connecticut Supreme Court is asked to reinstate a lawsuit against a gun manufacturer that made the weapon used in the Sandy Hook massacre. A lawyer for relatives of some of the victims says the rifle made by North Carolina-based Remington Arms was too dangerous to sell to the public. The company's lawyer argued a federal law in 2005 shields gun makers from liability in most cases, and therefore the suit should be thrown out. A lower court dismissed the case last year, but the families insist Remington Arms should be held accountable.
A missing weapon in peacetime calls for a lockdown on a base, and losing one in war is a court-martial offense. The manufacturer of the Bushmaster takes no such precautions.
26 children and 6 teachers were killed in the 2012 mass shooting. An online petition is gaining momentum over the old Tappan Zee Bridge. Thousands of residents have signed it, hoping to keep the name of the bridge just the way it was, the Tappan Zee. The new bridge is now officially called the Governor Mario M. Cuomo Bridge. FiOS1's Janelle Agee has more.
A Change.org petition created by Monroe Man has garnered over 50,000 signatures to remove the late Governor Mario Cuomo name from the new Tappan Zee Bridge.
It's history, 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 history.
Man says he and other supporters want the name of the bridge to remain as the Tappan Zee. The petition explains that the name shouldn't change at the expense of history. It says the bridge should keep the name which reflects original settlers in Westchester and Rockland counties, the Indians and the Dutch. The bridge's name comes from the Tappan Indian tribe, and the Z is the Dutch word for the word sea.
They have to put politics inside and read that the Native American Indian tribe and the Dutch who settled New York, irrespective of politics, has made a greater historical impact on that area and New York than any governor.
In June, under the direction of Governor Andrew Cuomo, the state legislature voted to rename the newly constructed bridge after Cuomo's father. Man says in the early 90s, the bridge was named after Governor Malcolm Wilson. And if this newly constructed bridge is renamed, Governor Cuomo's name should be added to the old bridge name.
A vote was made and they called it the Governor Wilson Tappan Zee Bridge. But at least they had the forethought to keep the historical aspect of the bridge while still honoring Governor Wilson.
Representatives from the Thruway Authority say they haven't budgeted the cost of the signs yet and say monies would come from the state. The Thruway Authority says nothing would happen until next year because the legislature can vote to change the name back. If lawmakers vote to change the name, new signage for the bridge will go up when the bridge construction is completed next year. Man says taxpayers who used the bridge were not involved in the renaming process or vote.
Right now, we feel like these politicians, all of them, not just Governor Cuomo, but the entire legislature kind of said, we don't care about history, we don't care about you, we're just going to do politics as usual.
Man is currently working to figure out how to get a bill before the legislature and investigating ways to change the vote through citizen petition referendums to keep the Tappan Zee Bridge name. In Terrytown, Janelle Agee, fios1 News.
It's a Barbie like you've never seen before. The first Barbie to wear a hijab. Who she's modeled after and when she will be available is next.
It all starts when you come in the door. You'll find an emergency department with the latest technologies, a boutique hospital with private patient rooms, the most caring staff, and 4-star amenities. We're proud to be Hackensack Meridian Health Pascack Valley Medical Center, dedicated to a higher level of care and to the communities we serve. Only our name has changed. Our care is better than ever. Hackensack Meridian Health Pascack Valley Medical Center. Life years ahead.
If you're like most people in pain, you've probably tried everything. Massages, anti-inflammatories, creams, wraps, but there's something you haven't tried. It's called OxyRub, and for a limited time, you can try it free. OxyRub was developed by Dr. Joseph Pergolesi, a physician and world-renowned pain management expert. It's clinically shown to provide nearly twice the relief of a leading pain relief cream. In just minutes, OxyRub penetrates deep inside your joints and muscles to soothe pain from arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, strains, sprains, and more, and offers relief for hours. Plus, it's safe to use every day and as often as you need for fast pain relief. And now, for a limited time, you can try OxyRub free. That's right, a 30-day supply free. Because life is better without pain. Now experience the powerful relief of OxyRub absolutely free. Just pay shipping and handling. To get your free 30-day supply, call now. This free tube offer is not available in stores, so call now.
Across New Jersey, we're going to be enjoying kind of back-to-back days of rather pleasant weather out there, but it's going to be on the cool and quiet side, which isn't too bad of a thing to enjoy. But heading into Thursday, we do have to deal with some rain and some wind, so we may see those scattered showers coming by at more of a diagonal direction from time to time, but it's just breezy conditions as we have a pair of fronts swinging on through. For Saturday, though, it's a soggy second half, and we're going to have a little bit of an influence from the low-level jet stream trying to bring up an influx of moisture, which also is going to help to make that system get a little more potent and could bring around some stronger winds as we go through, especially the second half of Saturday. For the time being, high pressures protecting the eastern half of the country, with us dealing with a little bit of some system activity trying to develop across the northern plains, and we're going to keep keep our eyes on those low pressures and where they're going. Later on this afternoon, we'll have scattered cloud cover coming on in, and temperatures will be cooling down to the 40s and to the 30s, and definitely noticing that it's going to be overall rather pleasant out there, especially heading into the evening hour time frame and overnight time frame as well. Starting off the day on Wednesday with mostly sunny skies, and temperatures will be on the rise. We're talking close to 50 degrees on Wednesday. For Thursday, that's when we have those fronts moving on through. In fact, the warm front's going to be lifting on up Wednesday night to Thursday morning, so those temperatures will hold steady or be on the rise. Then we're going to go into Friday. High pressure drops on down. It's going to be a brisk day, definitely on the cooler side. More rain to deal with on Saturday, and then a few spotty snow showers potentially on Sunday.
A shocker in the world of international soccer. Italy won't be going to the World Cup. The team's playoff qualifying match against Sweden ended in a tie. That means the Swedes go to the World Cup next year in Russia. Italy, the four-time champs, go home. This is only the second time ever Italy will not be represented in World Cup soccer. The latest look for Barbie, a hijab. The doll is modeled after Ibtihab Muhammad, the American fencer who won the bronze medal in the 2016 Olympics while wearing a hijab. The new Barbie will be available online next fall. It's part of the Barbie Shiro line that honors women who break boundaries. Past dolls have included gymnast Gabby Douglas and Selma director Ava DuVernay. Muhammad said on Twitter she was proud that young people will be able to play with a Barbie who chooses to wear a hijab. You think you love roller coasters? A California man takes his love of one theme park ride to a whole new level. Coming up, the milestone he achieved on a Disneyland ride. Coming up.
At Shake-a-Paw, we've been finding homes for puppies for over 20 years. Now we've opened a new rescue and adoption center at our Union location. If you can't keep your dog, you can bring him to our rescue center. Our caring staff is dedicated to finding a new home for every dog. Now you can adopt a loving rescue pet or shop for a healthy purebred pup, all in the same location. Find your new best friend at the Shake-a-Paw Rescue and Adoption Center, where every dog finds a new home.
You're watching FiOS1 News, only on channels 501 and 1, only on Verizon Fios TV, the one place for what's happening in New Jersey.
Well, a California man finishes his 10,000th roller coaster ride at Disneyland. This is John Hale on the Radiator Springs Race Ride, 10,000 trips and counting. Hale says it took him 5 years, 5 months, and 3 days to achieve his milestone. Each time, he keeps track of what color car he gets and if he wins or loses. John says he isn't finished yet. His next goal, 15,000 rides. And that's the news for now. Thank you for watching. If you see news happening, call the FiOS1 News tip line at 855 on FiOS1 or 663-4671. And send us your breaking news photos and videos. Just go to our website, fios1news.com, and click on the submit button. While you're there, remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We are your local source for news, weather, and sports, so keep it right here on FiOS1. We are only on Verizon.
You're watching FiOS1 News.